Yesterday we came with a topic in mind that we wanted to discuss, and we realized as we started that it's not happening. But fortunately, because we do immersion learning, we were able to change with the flow and accommodate the participants. We had very young people who couldn't understand what we're talking about. They were really young, like 15 years old. We didn't know, because we could have been pedophiles. Why are we given 15-year-olds when actually the brief was we need 18 to 35? Well, we are working with a partner from the municipality who is supposed to source the participants, and this partner was given a brief in January. But at the last minute, they're bringing us kids from high school. And also the other thing, why are kids being taken out of school to come and attend a workshop? Why is the principal allowing this? There were so many things that were going wrong that we had to deal with, but we had to facilitate a dialogue. So we did facilitate a dialogue. We had to adapt and see how we can take it with the kids that we had. But it was difficult. It was a long day. It was a difficult day because everything was just not the way it's supposed to be. Community development work is difficult. It is not a job that you do because you want people to thank you for doing it, because there are no thank yous. There's challenges every day. You plan, you put so much effort to plan a dialogue and a topic that is interesting and that is relevant for people, that will actually help people. And you take so much time to do your research and to plan, and then the people come and they're not interested. You try to do everything from your icebreakers and everything that you've been trained as a facilitator to do, and people are still not interested in the topic that you're coming with, or in anything. Actually, they're just there for food, which is a reality, because some people come for food because people are poor, they're hungry, so they will come for food. I accept that. But the least you can do is to participate in the dialogue, even if you came for food. Participate at least. So to just plan and think about the money that has been spent for you to come and plan this dialogue, and then you find the youth that is not engaging, and then you ask, is it the youth in this area, or is it generally the youth in South Africa? They're not interested. Is it the topic that you're talking about that are people, maybe it is beyond people's understanding? What is it that makes people not to disengage so much in the topic? It is my wish. I would love for funders to come to the field with us once, first of all, because I think when you write in reports or when you explain the frustrations that we meet on the field, people don't understand. They just think we're being drama queens, or you can just do this. Sometimes you go back to the office and you share with colleagues that, oh, it was such a difficult dialogue, this and this happened. And someone will tell you, like, advice, oh, have you thought of this? And you think, why wouldn't I think of that? You give me such lame, like I don't even know the word. But if you've been facilitating for 10, 15 years, and then people just tell you, oh, have you thought of doing an icebreaker? And you think, but that is what we do. People don't understand the challenges that you have. So I wish funders would come so they can see for themselves, and also managers and EDs and finance people, if they can just once come to the field and experience it firsthand and see how, when we say you plan for 30 people and then 10 people come, that is not in my control that 10 people came. I planned, and then, for 30 people. But sometimes 10 people come and you go out of your way to actually go on the street now and find people to come to your dialogue. And at some point in time you do find them. Sometimes you don't. But I am happy that Felicity, our manager, our HOD for Sustained Dialogues, was actually with us in this trip. So she can see for herself also when we go back and we report what is happening. Because she saw for herself this time. And she was frustrated with us also. She was like, this is what we've always been telling her, that things like this happen. Things, they happen. There's nothing you can do about it. You can just move on and work with those who are there and pray that the following day there'll be other people who will come in. And they normally do come the following day. And it's normally a better group or a better fit that comes the following day.
I think the most challenging part of this experience has been the frustration of working with partners who have not been able to deliver exactly what it is that we requested them to do. The work that we do does depend very much on the people and the partnerships that we build and the relationships that we build. But there is only so much we can do, especially when we're coming into new areas. And it is very disappointing when those who we have asked to assist us don't communicate any problems that they have or challenges that they are experiencing. And when this happens, they also then take their own initiative to do things which are not entirely in line with what it is that we want to do. So it's, as I say, things like this community hall. Are there organizations that are working, church organizations or welfare organizations, or even something like the Department of Sports, Arts and Culture or the municipality? And I want us to just spend a little bit of time looking at what we've got in the community. I think one of the problems that we face is that people often feel that it is up to the facilitators to entertain the participants, where in actual fact this is the co-creation of a space. And that means that participants have as much responsibility. They have to give 100% and be present 100%. We're not asking for us to do 50 and them to do 50. What we actually need is 100% of our effort and 100% of their participation. We cannot make any headways in a community if people are not willing to participate and or then take action. Part of the problem with having events and dialogues can be that they just become talk shops, and part of our methodology is always the talking has to lead to action. And if participants are not willing to engage and are not willing to take that action and responsibility for the power that they do have in making a change in their communities, it can be very frustrating.
The reason I keep doing this work that I'm doing, and I've been doing it for so long, is because, one, I really care. I really believe that as South Africans, all of us have a role to play in shaping the future of our country, the future for the children. We have a role to play. We cannot leave it to government. We cannot leave it to corporate. We cannot leave it to certain individuals. Each and everyone has a responsibility to do something. That is why I do it. And also, number two, because I come from a village, a real village where all these opportunities were not there, and I wish people had these opportunities where I come from, just to have a space where you can talk about things that are happening in your life or happening in your community and think with other people of how you can solve them, whether you're doing it through art or through dialogue or through whatever, but to have a space, a safe space where you can come and talk about this is what is happening as the youth, as the women, as the community, as whoever is there. What can we do to actually, help move our community, move our families, move South Africa forward? And we've seen it happening in other areas that people do come together, they come up with plans, and that's just a bonus when that happens. But I do it because I really, really believe. I believe in South Africa. I believe. There you go. That's a wrap.